Hi, hello, how are you? This video is going to be exciting. So, not many people know this about me, but I used to smoke, and I smoked for like 8 years. So today, I wanted to share with you 5 tips about how I quit smoking. But first, please don't forget to click the bell down below so you get all my little updates of when I'm posting. Also, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me and what I do, but more importantly, it supports me going to school. So yeah, I used to smoke. So weird. Most people say they wouldn't have expected me as a smoker, but yeah, I smoked for like a really long time, like 8 years. Like, I started smoking when I was 24. I had this really bad breakup and it like destroyed my soul. Like, I was just so brokenhearted about it and I was so angry. It was like one of those really long relationships, like 5 years, and I kind of just, you know, fell into work and a partying lifestyle, and with that came smoking. And I remember I used to like console my broken heart at the end of a long day, and I would like smoke a cigarette and drink a beer on my front porch at night, which sounds amazing, don't get me wrong, but what I thought was just going to be temporary ended up stealing 8 years of my life. That's crazy. So how did I quit smoking? Well, I have 5 strategies for you. They worked for me. One of the various things that I did to quit smoking was I had to have a strong why. My why had to be strong enough to convince me to never go back. My whys were always blown over by, but how can you be normal in a social setting, like at the bar without a cigarette? Or what are you gonna do on those stressful nights, you know, after work, or maybe like a long day at school, or, you know, after going to a stressful family reunion? What are you going to do? Like, it was just something always in my head of that voice talking me out of why I need to keep smoking because I just can't hack it. And then I got really sick in my face. My skin this last year has been crying out for me to stop smoking, to take care of myself, and that became my why. My skin conditions were just so completely terrible this year. You know, I've always had tinea versicolor. Now I have like really bad acne, and I've never had acne before. You know, I've aged prematurely as a 31-year-old. I do have like bags underneath my eyes and things like that. Don't smoke. If you're young, don't smoke. If you're old, don't start. My why just became, I need to get healthy. I'm sick and tired of this. I need to do the best thing for my body. Which leads me to my second tactic for quitting smoking. When you're trying to quit something, or at least for me, when I try to quit something or change a habit in my life, I educate myself on the habit I'm trying to change. I'm talking about learning about the nature, what's the driving force behind it? Is it derived from like stress? Am I using it to avoid something? Like, what's going on in the psyche? Like, what's causing me to hold on to this thing? And then also, you know, after diving in and getting into what that's about, how to change the habit and make it turn into something positive, and replace it. So what I did to educate myself so I could quit smoking is I started like mass listening to Audible books. Audible is an amazing app from like Amazon, and I subscribed to their membership and I got free books like all the time, and I listened to like all kinds of amazing authors about rebuilding yourself and believing in yourself, and, you know, never saying, you know, I can't, or quitting, and authors that made me want to be a better person. That education really allowed for my belief, my decision to sink in and get rooted into a belief of what I wanted to do. Like I started planting seeds, quitting smoking in my life by listening to self-help books. The other thing that I used that was super helpful as far as educational was I downloaded an app, and this app was called Quit Smoking. I did post a link to it in the comments below. This app the Quit Smoking app is super cool because it has daily tracking missions and like reward ribbons and gold thingies or whatever, like things that make you get excited about quit smoking, that you can unlock after like so many days of not doing it, of like not smoking. And it makes you get kind of excited about not smoking because you're taking action every day and you're getting like a little reward in return. Another great thing about this app is there's a diary, so you can record cravings, you can record if you broke down and had a cigarette, you can record how you're feeling while you're craving, who you were with. Like you can really break down what scenarios and environments you were around when you like really crave this cigarette, so that you know the next time that you got to be prepared and you just got to avoid it altogether. Yeah, can I stress how important like also like keeping a diary of your emotions while you're trying to change a habit is? It is so educational, learning about yourself and just going back to those pages that you wrote maybe a month ago and seeing where you were and where you're at and like what steps you took along the way. This is something that I practice now every time I want to change a habit. So the third thing I did when I quit my habit of smoking is I replaced my bad habit with a good one. Think about it, you've been doing this thing for years, and to just quit all of a sudden can be a little hard. So what I did to replace my bad habit was, well, breathing. So breathing became this natural replacement for smoking. I would catch myself just practicing my breath, like, and holding it and breathing it out. I would do this in the bus, at the bus stop, in the grocery store, at school, anywhere. And that single action reduced my stress down, way down, every time I practiced doing that. And that was one easy tactic that I could do anywhere and I didn't have to prepare for. I could just whip it out anytime I wanted, was practicing my breath. And it was really important, and I still do it. And it makes me feel so much better. I don't know why, but I love breathing and I love practicing my breath. But you don't have to replace your habit with breathing exercises. You know, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can draw, you can ride your bike, you can go for walks, do any kind of physical activity. You can call your mom. Like every time you want to smoke a cigarette, call your mom. Oh my God, she would be over the moon because she'd be like, my daughter or my son is calling me all the time. She would love it. You could do any of those things. Just whatever feels right for you. The fourth thing I did when I quit smoking is I practiced visualization, whatever. I practiced visualizing myself not smoking and being someone completely different, someone that I didn't know who that was yet because I wasn't quite that person. So I would do this. I would practice visualizing my new self even while I was smoking a cigarette. I would say to myself, my name is Amanda Williams. I don't smoke. I'm healthy. I'm strong. I'm successful. And I love doing things that are good for me. This really got me excited about who I wanted to be. And I understand, like, if you don't know who you want to be yet or what that's going to be like and you're having trouble even visualizing that, I would often just like Google search role models and pick people that I found really admirable, like I'm just gonna say Beyonce because she's so cool, and Gwyneth Paltrow. I really like her a lot, and I would just like pretend to be these people in my head. I would be like, my name is Gwyneth Paltrow and I'm rich and I'm successful and I'm, I don't know, just whatever Gwen does. And I'd get really specific about the person that I wanted to be. I'd be like, and I like to run and I'm really fast, and I'm running a 5K in the fall, and I would like speak things into existence that didn't even exist in my own life. And it's kind of crazy when you start doing that, those things start to happen. Visualization is really powerful. Mel Robbins did a TED Talk on visualization. I'm going to post that link down below because that's a good one. And the fifth thing I wanted to mention was get some support. This was another one of the most important things I did for myself. They're not going to pull the weight for you while you quit smoking. You're going to do that all on your own. But their purpose is there to be a little cheerleader or someone that you can look up to, and someone that will support you. My support was my boyfriend. Having him there, like being like, you don't want to do this, you know you do not want to do this, reaffirmed for me all of the things that I learned about. And I was like, no, I don't want to be a part of that slave train. No way. No. And then I would go another day without smoking. And I know that not everybody has a support group that they can go to because maybe their close circle of friends or family is struggling with the same issue. So another thing you could do is join a health and fitness group. There are various types of health and fitness groups that you can join out there. I joined one through Beachbody. My coach Danielle Gamlikoff came to me through Facebook and she asked me if I wanted to be a part of her fitness group. And I said yes, because I wanted to better myself. I wanted to be healthy again. I wanted to feel good. And so she became my coach, and she ended up signing me up to be a coach. And I learned so many valuable lessons and tools about changing habits and overcoming fears and being brave in that like dark place where you're like, I'm never gonna make it. And I learned how to take care of myself, and I learned how to eat properly, and I learned how to exercise. So if you don't have a support group, I strongly suggest joining a health and fitness group through Beachbody. That's what they're there for. They're there to train you to be a stronger version of you. So for you guys, I've shared Danielle's personal contact information for her business down below, and please feel free to reach out to her. She said that I could share this information. I'm not just like going to do that to her, but yeah, she's a great person. She's really helped me, and she can really help you too. So that's a wrap for this video. I hope you guys learned some valuable tips and tools that you can take home with you now and use during your day-to-day life to help you quit smoking. It's now been 4 months for me since I started my journey of never smoking again, and I feel better than I've felt in years. It's the longest I've went in years, and I have tried and failed 1,000 times before it ever stuck. Don't think that it's all or nothing, because that's not the way these things are. You know, there's a reason why you started smoking. There's a reason why you kept smoking. Give yourself grace and be proactive about getting those tools and taking action every single day and making quitting a priority. You can do it. You can do it. I know you can do it. I did it. You can do it. Okay, well, I'm gonna get off this floor. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It supports me going to school. I'm in school to be a dietitian, and I really hope to help people one day, and I'm starting now. And I would just love nothing more than to share with you guys, and I just would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel. It would make my day. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and see you around the YouTube corner.